While SPEA case out, Prince William releases statement and says we must not succumb to despair as he meets Gaza heroes. Queen Camilla also made a public appearance today at Clarence House. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone having a wonderful day after watching his video. Please subscribe button and keep watching video. Your subscription is very important. Prince William released a heartfelt statement and said we must not succumb to despair even in the darkest hour as he met with Gaza heroes. The Heir 41 visited British Red Cross headquarters in central London to speak with those providing humanitarian aid and people who have been on the ground helping those in need in Gaza. Prince William released a heartfelt statement ahead of his meeting with Gaza heroes. He was guided by Chair Liz Padmore, Centre, and Beatrice Butsana-Sita, British Red Cross CEO. He visited the British Red Cross at its headquarters in London today. Will spoke to Barbara Smith of the psychosocial team, British Red Cross, who provide mental health support. The Red Cross is providing humanitarian aid in the region via the Red Cross Red Crescent movement, including Majen David Adam in Israel and the Palestine Red Crescent Society. Prince William was briefed about the Red Cross's current operations in the region and the latest situation on the ground, in particular in Gaza. He was greeted by Chair Liz Padmore and Beatrice Butsana-Sita, British Red Cross CEO, as he arrived this afternoon. Will said, "The work you do, you go from one crisis to the next." William also listened to Pascal Hunt, Senior Crisis Manager, International Committee of the Red Cross, who spoke via video link from Gaza. Catastrophic situation. The Prince heard from Rory Moylan, Head of Region MENA and Europe, and Claire Clement, Director of International Law and Policy. Speaking to Rory, Will said, "You saw my father recently. He mentioned it. Are we going to hear a little bit about what's going on?" Prince William listened to Pascal Hunt, Senior Crisis Manager, International Committee of the Red Cross, speaking via video link from Gaza. The Prince of Wales was briefed about the Red Cross's current operations in the region. He smiled as he spoke to employees at the headquarters in London. The Prince of Wales and Chair Liz Padmore listened to Rory Moylan, Head of Region MENA and Europe, second left, and Claire Clement, Director of International Law and Policy, left. The Prince apologized for postponing their original meeting last month. He had been due to visit with the Princess of Wales, aides explained, but was forced to cancel due to her abdominal surgery. Will said, "It was important to me to get back in as soon as possible. I obviously went there in 2018 and I feel it had a lasting impression on me. So I have always been keeping an eye on what's going on. I am very keen to hear from you guys what's going on the ground and how the Red Cross teams, in particular, are managing in very difficult circumstances." Mr. Moylan explained, "We really appreciate the interest you are showing in this. You will have heard it described as a catastrophic situation, and that certainly matches our analysis. It has been getting worse for some time and has the potential to get exponentially worse, to be quite honest. It is intensely traumatic for people. It has garnered global interest and global concern, and has had impact across the region. It is extremely polarizing. It is highly politicized. And with all of that, it makes it very hard for us as humanitarian workers to bring that agenda back to a humanitarian situation and not to be drawn into all those elements that I have just outlined." He continued, "We all hear the numbers, but the sense of shock has worn off. We have a difficult to express and communicate how concerning the situation is. 30,000 dead approaching, 5,000 injured, and that's out of a population of 2 million in Gaza. We have over 100 hostages still being held, 1.7 million displaced from their homes in Gaza, which is effectively the entire population. A health system which it is fair to say that is decimated inside Gaza. It is not functioning. There's no hospital that is functioning. Staff are operating under intolerable conditions without proper resources. They are part of their communities and having been providing life-saving services, blood transfusions, running ambulances services, hospitals, and a central role in the logistics operation. Severe issues." Claire Clement, Director of International Law and Policy for the British Red Cross, also spoke to the Prince and told him, "There are challenges for us and all our partners are doing an extraordinary job, but we have some severe issues in terms of access and protection from the fighting. We really need security assurances from all sides to be able to move where we need to move across the Gaza Strip. It's becoming increasingly difficult and sometimes impossible to be able to deliver the aid where we need to deliver it and to rescue people. She added, "We have had 2 Palestine Red Crescent ambulance drivers discovered last week in a bombed-out ambulance on their way to try and rescue a 6-year-old girl who was also found dead." These individual examples belie the truth that we are seeing lots of our colleagues killed. We have seen 14 Palestine Red Crescent colleagues killed. Prince William then met Barbara Smith of the psychosocial team at the charity, who provide mental health support to those who are enduring trauma and suffering around the world. Wills was also seen smiling as he spoke to other employees at the London headquarters. "Refuse to give up." In a statement on X, Prince William said, "I remain deeply concerned about the terrible human cost of the conflict in the Middle East since the Hamas terrorist attack on 7 October. Too many have been killed. I, like so many others, want to see an end to the fighting as soon as possible. There is a desperate need for increased humanitarian support to Gaza. It's critical that aid gets in and the hostages are released. Sometimes it is only when faced with the sheer scale of human suffering that the importance of permanent peace is brought home. Even in the darkest hour, we must not succumb to the counsel of despair. I continue to cling to the hope that a brighter future can be found, and I refuse to give up on that." At a later date, William is also due to listen to young people at a synagogue speak about experiences of hatred and anti-Semitism since Gaza attacked Israel. In a post on X/Twitter from the Prince and Princess of Wales official account, a message read, "Today marks the first of 2 visits over the next few weeks to hear more about the human impact of the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Beginning this afternoon to hear about those supporting the humanitarian response." The Prince and Princess of Wales previously spoke of the October 7 attacks on Israel and war in Gaza and said, "The Prince and Princess of Wales are profoundly distressed by the devastating events that have unfolded in the past days. The horrors inflicted by Hamas's terrorist attack upon Israel are appalling. They utterly condemn them." William also spoke to Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in Ramallah and met Palestinian refugees living in a camp in the West Bank. Sources close to the couple say they are profoundly concerned by the violence in Israel and Gaza and continue to hold all the victims, their family and friends in their hearts and minds. Figures released this month reveal the cases of anti-Semitism have soared since the attacks on Israel on October 7. There has been a 589% increase in the number of incidents compared with the same period in 2022. The prince's appearance today comes after he attended the BAFTAs without his wife. Kate, 42, is still recovering from her abdominal surgery, which is set to see the royal take a step back from duties until Easter. William told how the mum of 3 was gutted she couldn't attend. "She does love the BAFTAs," he told Elaine Bedell, chief executive of the South Bank Center. "It is the first major public appearance the princess has missed since being admitted to the London clinic on January 16. William smiled as he waved to fans from the red carpet and made a light-hearted joke about his wife's progress. He admitted he hadn't seen many of the nominated movies as he'd been busy at home following his wife's operation. The royal said, "I've done the fewest I've ever done before. With my wife, it's been a bit. Hopefully, we'll catch up. I'll make my list tonight." He was also spotted chatting to A-list guests such as former England captain David Beckham. His appearance at the glitzy star-studded event marked the first time William had been seen since Harry declared, "I love my family." In a bombshell interview, Prince Harry made the revelation as he spoke to Good Morning America in Canada. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla also made a public appearance today at Clarence House. Her Majesty hosted a reception to mark the 15th anniversary of the charity Medical Detection Dogs, MDD. She met with Detection Dogs ambassador and EastEnders star Gilwright. During the reception, Camilla met clients who have medical alert assistance dogs trained by MDD to alert them if a life-threatening medical event is about to happen. The Queen also met the charity supporters and trustees and watched a demonstration of dogs at work. A statement from the Prince of Wales on X ahead of his visit to British Red Cross headquarters. Prince William during his trip to Israel in 2018. Her Majesty hosted a reception to mark the 15th anniversary of the charity Medical Detection Dogs, MDD, today. The Queen also met the charity's supporters and trustees and watched a demonstration of dogs at work at Clarence House. Queen Camilla beamed as she greeted visitors. Thank you for watching video.